Hello and welcome back to Mike Said It First. I am your host, Michael Carvelis, here on this Monday, July 28th, 2025. It is 4:01 Eastern Time, and here in Guyana, Georgia, the feels like temperature is 113 degrees. It's no laughing matter, but I get it. I like doing that sometimes. So, what's up? Your friend Hunter Smith. What's up, man? Sadly, Hunter Smith, we won't do lacrosse until the very end, and it's not even that big of a topic, but we'll talk about it. I do this every Monday. It's not daily dive, it's everything else in sports. Some lacrosse, actually. But yeah, we're here. We are live. On today's show, the NFL is corrupt. Who knew that? Apparently nobody did until now. NFL preseason, Chargers and the Lions happens on Thursday. I'll talk about that along with the training camp stuff I'm paying attention to. Deion Sanders. Oh, his health is not great. Go away, Kyle Larson. Hunter Smith. Both of you go away. And of course, on today's Mike's World, I'll talk about Bubba Wallace actually won a race. We'll also talk about the Raptors doubleheader versus the Kansas City Smoke this weekend. All right, this show is presented by the ticketing platform at 12 Ounce Sports. Head over to 12ozsports.com and click the tickets tab. When you do, you get sports tickets for less. It's that simple. It's that easy. It's that amazing. So help us while we help you. 12ouncesports.com/tickets, 12 letter OZ Sports. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we are desperate but monetized. We'll do anything. I'll bend over. Anyways, okay. NFL. This is crazy, all right? And who knew, right? I've told you guys on this show, for those of you that do care to watch, I've always prided myself on being being first to a lot of things. I grew up watching Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. I like Sports Center with Stan and Neil. I like Sports Center now with Gary Streisky and Randy Scott. Those guys are awesome. I like Shannon Sharp and Skip. I like First Things First. I like a lot of sports shows, and because I grew up on those and it was not athletic because didn't play sports, I learned to be right in my opinion. Because part of sports is being right and feeling like you were correct about something, whether it be your own fandom or whether it be just a take that you have. Especially like me, like I'm one of those guys on Twitter who likes to think he's a sports media member. That's me, okay? So the fact that I never said this out loud makes me mad. Because why did I never think about it before? I have always said that everyone knows I'm a LeBron James fan. He's the greatest player of all time. I don't think it's close. I don't think Michael Jordan's even close if you watch them side by side. But that being said, I am in no way going to say that LeBron James is a good person, that he's a family man, because I don't care and I don't know. Like, sometimes actions speak louder. Sure. Haven't seen any scandalous things from LeBron. And the only thing we've ever seen scandalous from him is there ain't no party like a Diddy party. And even then, can you incriminate the man? Well, no. But am I going to jump to his defense? No. Because it's stupid. We are fans. We are observers. And you can show us things, but we don't know these guys personally. Some people might have a cousin that made it. Great. It's all hearsay until we know ourselves. We have to go by the product on the field. I say that to say this. The NFL is corrupt and full of scumbags. And you're like, who knew? Apparently nobody. Like, nobody could point this out. And even when there are multiple players gambling, okay, cool, bad apples. And I, guilty, I've said it, still believe it. I don't think the games are rigged. But does any of the following two news stories, does it provide any help to the situation the NFL isn't rigged? Pablo Torre, along with Mike Florio, find out that the NFL, PA, the Players Association, the representation of the athletes, were scumbags. J.C. Treader and the other guy who he hired so that he could jump him, they were both scumbags. And the other guy was in another company covering up stupid stuff. But the people who represent the players were jerks. They did not like it when players got paid more. Who knew? Like, who knew? Next news story. And by the way, those same NFLPA leaders, they spent the money on strip clubs, which I just want to say, as a person who admires, if you make your money, great. But I just want to say, yes, yes, good for you. Are we kidding right now? Oh, how about this news story? ESPN reports there is at least 100 NFL players who somehow got Super Bowl tickets and sold them to casual fans for way more money than they were worth. Again, not helping the whole rigged argument here. Because if the owners are all colluding to make sure guys don't get paid, if the NFLPA, who represents the athletes, are spending their money on strip clubs, if 100 players are selling tickets to the casual fans for way more price than they're worth just to pad their already millionaire pockets, yeah, I guess it does make sense now that the NFL might have some crappy refs and not care about it. And I mean, what do we believe? So when you hear those stories, and not just the NFL is rigged portion of it, you guys know my thoughts on that, but we hear these stories, and it's like the NFL is an organization full of corrupt, scumbag, loser people with money. And we've all been fooled. Every year, America slurps up this league. We love it. Can't get enough NFL talk. And they're all jerks. Like, why did none of us, including myself, why did we never think to ourselves, hey, a league run by a bunch of billionaires probably doesn't have the best morals. I mean, we already know that they didn't care about us, but now we definitely know. Because the league doesn't care about its own players. J.C. Treader is I don't know how to insult him without cussing. Because what that man did, after knowing so many players, after representing the players, when you hear what he did to make sure some players didn't make more money, while he and others are spending money on strip clubs, that's a little bit hurtful. And then the fact that 100 players, plus the ones gambling, are willing to not only pretend like they just can't play that day so they can make money for a parlay, and they'll also charge a bunch of fans a bunch of money. It's all a scam. I mean, this is worse than we could ever think. And I don't know what to believe right now. Because I'll put a bow on this. I'll bring this back to the National Lacrosse League. I want the NLL to make a bunch of money because it only helps me and it helps out the players that have been awesome to me. But is this what they'll become? And I'm in no way going to try to criticize the NBA, the NHL, and MLB for for being criminal organizations here. But does this also open up the question, these other billionaire owner leagues are also jerks and don't care more than we thought they didn't care? Folks, the owner of the Buffalo Bills is the owner of the Buffalo Bandits. Like, this is insane. The owner of the San Diego Seals and the Las Vegas Desert Dogs is the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it feels like every person in the world who has $1 billion to their name does some corrupt things. And I'm not accusing Joe Tsai. I'm not accusing, maybe I am accusing the Bagulas, because honestly, if we think about it, the NFL owners are colluding to make sure players make less than what they're worth. Wow. We've all been hoodwinked. And what's very sad about this is that in the next segment, I'm going to talk about the NFL and how I'm excited about training camp. And I'm excited about the Chargers and Lions game this Thursday. I mean, what entertainment does to me, what sports do to me, it blinds the moral compass at this point. I mean, I guess, like, the red flags of the NFL were always there. Like, the same league that has literally tried to cover up their concussion stuff. I mean, if you actually look into that concussion, like that whole lawsuit thing, it's unreal what they tried to do. And as if that wasn't good enough for us, the fans, the league knew what it did to their players' heads, and they brushed it away, tried to make sure you didn't talk about it. That wasn't good enough. And somehow, I'm still surprised. The NFL's own Players Association doesn't actually care about the players. And the players themselves will throw games and will sell a bunch of tickets because they want a few more million and they already have 10. It's unreal. How many leagues are like this? I don't know. But I swear to you, I'm 28, and when I'm 50, am I going to sit there and say, am I going to be one of those old grumps that say, I used to like the NFL? It was all crap, and they ain't. I don't know. But man, this stuff is just more red flags right in our face about these corrupt scumbags. And we just lick our fingers and on to the next meal. It's unbelievable. But when we come back to this show, I'm going to talk about the NFL preseason starting this Thursday. We'll talk about that and more here on Mike Said It First. Oh, that's bad.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ouncesports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome back to Mike Senate First. I just wanted to say I vehemently deny these allegations that are on the screen right now. I mean, can we not? Come on now. What is that? Hunter Smith said, yeah, that's a bait. Oh, good Lord. Why didn't the Chiefs get investigating for losing the Denver game on purpose? I mean, losing is, first of all, not a word. Second of all, they didn't. But good stuff there. Again, how dare this stream tell me that? Okay. We're back here. Reminder to subscribe to the 12 Ounce Sports YouTube channel for more great shows and live sports. Alrighty, folks. NFL preseason happens this Thursday. Chargers and Lions. First of all, we will talk about these teams, and I'll get to some training camp stuff here. So, I wanted to say this, that the Chargers, are they going to take a leap this year? I know this game is not going to have any determination, but it's an excuse to talk about it. So, Chargers with Jim Harbaugh were really good last year, but they've always been really good, and that's their ceiling. We're going to find out in the next couple of seasons how cursed this franchise actually is, because they got Justin Herbert, who's supposed to be the second coming of athletic Jesus. They've got some good weapons like Ladd McConkey and others. They've got the defense that stepped up last year. They've got Coach Jim Harbaugh, among other things. How good can they be in the AFC West? I'm not sure. Because the Raiders, to me, are going to look suddenly like a football team again. The Broncos were good last year with Bo Nix. There's a lot. I am happy to say that a little over a month from now, on Monday, September the 1st, I'm going to give my NFL season preview. And I'm going to tell you my coach, MVP, and offensive rookie award predictions. I'm going to tell you 3 season win total bets. I'm going to give you my division winners, the playoffs teams, and my Super Bowl pick a month from now. Still got some work to do, but that's that. Well, again, Chargers, I mean, they're up there. They're not a bad team. AFC West is stacked. Some of them Lions. I am fully buying, full disclosure, they're going to take a step back. You cannot lose Ben Johnson. You cannot lose, Anthony Glenn maybe, who went to the Jets. You can't lose those people, both coordinators, and say, yeah, we're just going to run it back. Nope. Do I think they'll be bad? No. They have too many good weapons on both sides of the ball. But am I just going to keep on saying Dan Campbell is going to motivate them? Stop that. We sports people know good and blasted well that just a loudmouth motivator, you got to have more than that. You got to have X's and O's, man. And I don't know if they do. We'll see. I do think the Lions are going to take a step back. How much of a step back, we'll have to see when I give you my entire predictions on September the 1st, by the way. But some other things in the NFL training camp that are buzzing right now, at least for me. Russell Wilson allegedly is the Giants' quarterback one. That's what Brian Dable said. He worded this very carefully when he said basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, everyone's going to have to try to earn it, but Russell Wilson's our QB1. I mean, I hope maybe. But Jackson Dart, first rounder. Not that I agree with that. Jackson Dart, first rounder. Jameis Winston, who talk about a motivator, that dude could be a coach or a podcaster if he wanted to. And you've got Russell Wilson, who's just a moonball expert. And it's not a dirty joke. It's actually like he's a moonball guy. I'm calling garbage on that. I think Jameis Winston could be a better quarterback this year. I know Brian Dable wants to keep his job, but to me, Russell Wilson does not have anywhere near these capabilities as he did before. Now, granted, last year, there was at least one game where I'm like, okay, he looks good. And other games like, whoa. Now, how much of that was just the Steelers' offense being stuck in first gear for the last 10 or 15 years? I don't know. But when this team had Antonio Brown, their offense was not great. When they would be up there, but they weren't number one offense. When they had Big Ben, same thing. When they had I thought Justin Fields played well, and this team, the Steelers, is always like, eh. So can Russell Wilson look good with the Giants? I don't know. I thought they did a disservice to Daniel Jones. We'll have to see. Is Russ quarterback one for now? As a Colts fan, I am locked in to the Tennessee Titans and if they're going to be good this year. They've got a young hotshot coach. They've got Calvin Ridley, who once upon a time gambled on games, you son of a gun. But he's supposed to be talented. They've got Cam Ward. And I'm being frank, I haven't heard anything bad about Cam Ward. And that's borderline impressive. Because it seems like he's the guy. And at Miami, I know there's some people that liked him, but I don't know if we actually feel like Cam Ward is just a franchise player. Could he be? Could he be the next young rookie to take the league by storm? I don't know. Hunter Smith said Jameis Winston did good for the Browns, so put him in. Also, Denver will make a division champion. Oh. Are you saying Denver's going to win the division? Because there is no division championships in any league, I don't think. That's cool. A guy from Hunter Smith's high school is on the Colts O-line. Well, I hope we can keep Daniel Jones upright. And finally, after the Cam Ward and the Russell Wilson thing, I'm also monitoring the Colts because that's just what I do. Like, I'm fully invested in the Indianapolis Colts, whether or not Anthony Richardson is the guy, or if his health is going to be too much of a concern and Daniel Jones is going to take the spot week one. Now, I, for one, for my fandom, am going to love either or because I like both quarterbacks. I have defended Daniel Jones since day numero uno, and I think AR is a freak athlete who can make throws like 5 guys in history can make. But I don't know. Is he an injury risk? I know he's young, like super young. I also know he's super raw. I'm very invested, man. My Colts cannot do me any wrong until they start losing and the quarterback sucks. But for now, I'm up here, okay? Not many expectations either. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Deion Sanders' health scare. Oh, we'll be right back. MSIF on 120Z.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
You are locked in to Mike Smith first every Monday here at 4 o'clock Eastern Time on 12 on Sports. It is 4:20 plus 7 p.m. here, 4:28 now on the East Coast. In sweltering at 113 feels like degrees outside. Get sports tickets for less by going to 12ouncesports.com and clicking the tickets tab. When you go there, it's simple. Type in the team that you want. Buy your tickets. Save money. So you can buy a jersey or you can donate to 12 Ounce Sports. I don't know if we have that option. I don't think we do, but you get it. You're locked in. The best price is sports for less at 12ozsports.com/tickets or go to 12ouncesports.com. Click the tickets tab. All right. Deion Sanders. Health scare. This is rough. So I have kind of been hearing like Deion health issues in the last year or so. Obviously a lot of that was kind of hidden by the Shedeur Sanders stuff, the Travis Hunter being amazing, and etc. And I just want to say the reason this topic comes up for me, obviously clicks. Obviously, if I put Deion Sanders' health name out there, I'm going to get clicks. But I want to do it for a PSA here. My public service announcement is this, because there's two ways the commentary on this is going to go through the course of the next week. Number one, we're going to have one extreme, where rightfully so, we give our condolences to Deion and hope that he's okay and hope that he makes a full recovery. And even if he's coaching again, we don't know. But I hope Deion makes a full recovery. Now, the other end of this is going to sadly be from a lot of people. Obviously, you got the low lives who will make jokes about it, and I get a good dark joke. But to me, dark jokes are only good, like, they're good in time. And to me, hearing that Deion Sanders had a bladder tumor, probably not the best time to make a joke. Because he's probably still in a lot of pain. And I feel like you're going to have some people talk about Shedeur and talk about Deion in kind of a negative light. And if you clicked on this video, you obviously already have heard about Deion Sanders' health being a concern. So if you're especially in the media or have any kind of a platform, like over 1,000 followers on any platform, please do your part to either A, shut up, or B, offer your condolences and move on. Because the internet is a wild place, and don't be one of the reasons this becomes a negative conversation. So I'm using my platform to say this. I hope Deion gets better. I hope that whatever he does next is in good health and not in pain. That's my take on it. I hope that Colorado can get better. I believe they don't have a coach. I believe he stepped down is the correct news on that. But I hope Deion's okay. And I hope that he can, again, when he does recover from this, he can do whatever he wants to the fullest of his abilities, which I'm sure will be awesome. And again, I've had my thoughts about Deion at Colorado. I don't think Colorado was that good the last year. He did take a program and play the transfer portal perfectly. That was not just building up Colorado. That was him playing the portal perfectly. And it worked out for him. But let's just hope Deion makes a full recovery. And that's all I'll say. But again, if you have any sort of a platform, please be careful. Please be careful. All right, next up, we're going to get to Mike's World here on Mike Said It First. You're watching the show on 12 on Sports. We're going to wrap it up next on this Monday, very hot Monday. My goodness.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome back. And you're like, Michael, where are you at? That's a great point. I was adding a picture. I'm here, though. You're watching Mike Said It First live on 12 on Sports. And, of course, streaming on YouTube and Twitch here via that platform. All right, it's time for La 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 Mike's World. Again, I used to be able to do the Elmo thing, not as much anymore. All right, so on today's edition, there's the picture. I look great. They should make a movie made by Pixar, Mike's World. All right. This is an interesting one I wanted to get to here. Bubba Wallace. Yes, that guy. The black dude of the NASCAR Cup Series who races for Michael Jordan. He won a race. He won the Brickyard 400. And by the way, I'm fully aware of the controversy that surrounds Bubba Wallace. He is definitely a polarizing character for a lot of reasons, but always says the right thing. And I'll admit, when you win races that are rain delayed, it's a little bit, Mickey Mouse. But this was another race that got rain delayed a couple of times, and Bubba Wallace ended up going back out there, holding off the folks, and did great. So shout out to Bubba Wallace, honestly, for having a race that he actually won, which is so cool. Denny Hamlin, who was starting at the back of the field, just a violent hit in practice, ended up finishing third place. Connor Zilic, who drives the 88 car for the Xfinity Series and for Dale Jr. Motorsports, won his third race in a row. So shout out for Connor, who might just be the next big thing coming up. Good stuff for him. I also want to mention that Chase Briscoe had another good race for in the Brickyard. And yeah, so that's pretty much it on NASCAR. I do want to also mention our Mike Sit at First bets. We did this last week. There was a Dover, which I don't think I got to on the show last week. So there was a Dover race last week. I had a parlay top 5 Chase Elliott, a parlay top 10 with Alex Bowman. And Chase decided to finish 6th place. I also had Team Collier -5 versus Team Clark. So our balance is plus 0.99 units. Oh, unbelievable. We will make some for the season previews of both the NBA and the NFL, but yeah. Finally, I do want to mention, as I did last week, that, and it's now the week of, this Saturday night at 8:45 Eastern, then Sunday at 12:45 in the afternoon Eastern time, the Rocky Mountain Raptors will battle the 2-1 Kansas City Smoke in a doubleheader. Both games are at home. Now, for those of you saying, well, Michael, why are both games at home? I did the research. Apparently, last year, both games were in Kansas City. And I want to also pull this up even more so here, because I think it's worth noting. The Raptors won those games 12-5 and 11-7. Now, granted, technically, the Smoke have also won 2 more games, whether 2-1 with an asterisk. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that, full disclosure, I will be on play-by-play, and it's on 12-ounce sports. But I just wanted to say, I think Raptors are going to win these games both handedly. Even though, like I said last year, on Saturday night, it was 12-5, and then it was 11-7. So, second game could get a little bit fun. So, I'm very excited. Again, Saturday night and Sunday afternoon on 12 on Sports via YouTube. Yo, mods, put my comments up emoji. Pretty please. Good for you, Hunter Smith. You made the list. All right. That's it for this show. I know what you're thinking. Well, this is shorter than usual. You're correct. There's no reason for me to ramble for an hour. I got my points across, and we are here now. I'm watching the NFL on Thursday night. That should be fun. But like I said, you will be tuned in. You will be tuned in to the Raptors and Smoke this Saturday night and Sunday afternoon on Tolan Sports. All right, that's it for me. Have a great one. We'll see you guys next week, by the way, right here on Tolan Sports on Mike Sit at First. I will talk about the preseason even more so, including recapping the game from Thursday. I'll also recap the Raptors games. We'll also talk about how the PLL is getting in full swing. Like, guess what? We got to talk about more PLL. That'll be fun. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time. For everyone at 12 Sports and for myself, for the show, I am Michael Carvel saying have a great day. Goodbye.